Season's greetings, subscribers. This is yours truly, JBlue68, coming to you with my final video for the year 2021. And I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. I tried to get to the 300 mark before the end of the year. I was not successful. However, I am still excited, proud to deliver these videos to you guys. Thank you for supporting me anyway, for helping me to continue to be around. I know sometimes there are long time spans between my videos, but got a lot going on in my life, and I'm always busy. But yes, thank you, everyone. I hope that so far that your holidays have been good. If you don't celebrate the holidays, that they're still good anyway, that you're staying healthy and safe. And this video is intended for adults. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone. And you see this Star Wars greeting I have in front of you. This Galaxy's greetings with a little Grogu on the canister here. This is a popcorn Star Wars kettle, and it says, "Merry Force be with you." I thought that was really, really cool, man, when I seen it in the store when I went grocery shopping recently. But this isn't about Star Wars. This is going to be, again, my final video for the year, which will be featuring comic books. And I'm going to put the comics up. And the first batch of comic books that we'll be looking at, of course, will be Marvel. I am, of course, a Marvel man. We got a bunch of books to show here, man. Now let's see if we can get some of that glare out of there. We always have glare, right? What would we be without glare, huh? And the headline comic, of course, is Hawkeye, featuring Katie Bishop on the cover. And I am behind in my comics. Definitely, I'm sure you've seen some of these comic books in other comic book hauls. But nonetheless, these are recent comics, I'm glad to say. And that is a cool cover with Katie Bishop. And I really enjoyed the show on Disney Plus. I really enjoyed it. I think Haley Steinfeld did an excellent job as a new Hawkeye. And of course, Jeremy Renner and all the other characters. If you haven't seen it, I won't give any spoilers away, but definitely you should watch the show. Definitely. It's just part of the Marvel Phase 4 entry. All right. Okay, let's get that out of this book out of the way. And next up we have part of the Spider-Man Miles Morales haul. This is Spider-Man number 30. And of course written by Saladin Ahmed. This is the celebrating 10 years, I think, of the Miles Morales character. And we still got some glare going on there. Oh well. And then we have issue number 12 of Miles Morales. And again, these books, you know, some of them are they're old, but they're new but old, because these have been out. Some of these books have been out for about a month or close to a month, about a month now, I think. Yeah. All right. Okay. Again, I apologize about the glare. There's little I can do about it. And here's Spider-Man Miles Morales issue number 31. Oh, that was issue number 32 I showed. Okay. All right. I have no idea what's going on with the story, though, because I haven't read it in quite some time. And then here's the new Black Panther series, issue number 1. And this is a variant edition here. And that is a very cool cover there. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some of this glare out of the way so you guys can actually see the cover art. Oh, man. I think maybe let me just adjust one of these lights a little bit. Let's see. Would that help? Nope. That does nothing. Anyway, so yeah, that's a very cool cover there. That's a variant cover of Black Panther number 1. All right, that looks a lot better. Okay, there you go. And then here's Marvel Black Panther Legends number 1, which tells the story of the young T'Challa, King T'Challa. I guess a new point of origin story for him. That's a nice cover there. Here's issue number 2, Legends of the Black Panther. And I think issue number 3 is out. But like I said, I'm a little bit behind on some of my books. And that, I believe, is Aurora Monroe, also known as Storm. And then we get into Donny Cates' run on the Thor series. This is issue number 17. Again, I have no idea what's going on in some of these stories because I'm way behind on my comic book reading. So that's issue number 17. There's issue number 18, the little froggy Thor. And I wish they would have showed that in the Loki series. That would have been cool. I think they did show him actually in the Loki series. He was in Loki. Very briefly. All right. And we have issue number 19 of Thor. That is a cool ass cover. Excuse me. That's a cool cover. Excuse my language. That's a cool cover. Again, written by Donny Cates there. And who's the artist? Nick Allen, I think. Let me see if I can see that. Matt Wilson and Nick Klein. I'm sorry, not Nick Allen. Lord Jesus. All right. I need to adjust my glasses. Then here's the 60th anniversary. 60 years celebrating the Fantastic Four. Very nice cover there. And that was an expensive book. I think this was like $7.99 or something like that. Lovely cover. Then we have the Fantastic Four issue number 36 with the 60th anniversary logo on the book. And again, this book has been out for quite some time. Here's Fantastic Four issue number 37. Strange cover there. Almost looks like this is one of the covers for Strange Academy. Then here's Fantastic Four issue number 38 with my girl on there, Jessica. What's it? Jessica Drew, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and her series will be out on Disney Plus next year along with Moon Knight. Can't wait to see that. And then we have Onslaught number 1 from the X-Men series, Revelations. And again, some of you who read comic books are probably like, good Lord, man, these books have been out for quite some time now. They're about a month old or so. Here's issue number 1 of Inferno. And this is, who was this written by? Jonathan Hickman, who returns to the X-Men series again. Who, of course, is famous for the House of X Powers of 10, or House of X Powers of X, or however way you want to pronounce the storyline. Here's Inferno number 2. And again, I'm kind of cutting back. I've been cutting back on my X-Men stories because there are way too many of them. Inferno number 3. Okay. And then here is, what is this? This is just part of the regular X-Men line, written by, I think, Mike Dugan. All right. And another X-Men book, part of that same line. And another X-Men book. All right. And this is part of the regular X-Men line. I think this is one I'm going to just stick to. It's just X-Men, man. I can't do all these X-Men books. All right. And then one of my... actually, I'm jumping ahead. Oh, yeah. Here's Alien. And this is actually the start of a new line of Alien stories by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador Larroco as artists and Guru FX. I enjoyed the first story arc. I can't wait to start reading the second story arc. And I think there are only 2 books out of the second story arc thus far. Yeah, there it says right there, new arc. You can see that new story arc. Get that glare out of there. I very much enjoyed the first story arc of the Alien stories. I thought they were very well written and consistent with the first 2 Alien movies, which I enjoy very much. Okay, so that's it for Marvel. Let's move those out of the way and get to, let's see. I got a few DC comics. I'm sorry, DC, don't be mad at me. It's not that I'm not interested in DC Comics, but my wallet doesn't always agree with what I want to get all the time. But this is basically just a DC Connect book, which shows or premieres future DC Comics that will be coming out. And that's a nice drawing of Aquaman on the cover there. I'm not sure who that is. But I know that it's supposed to be, the Protectors of the Seven Seas Aquaman. Oh, Aquaman, plural. So there's supposed to be a bunch of different or variant Aquamans that are supposed to be coming out or whatever in the DC universe. And then, of course, we have issue number 1 of Nubia, and I think they're on issue number 3 now. This is supposed to be a 6-part series. That's a beautiful cover there. Nubia. I've been waiting to get that book for quite some time. And the Amazons. And then we get into our independent comics. This is from Boom Studios, one of my favorite comic books, which has been one of my favorite comic books for the past 2 years now. Something is Killing the Children by James Tynion IV. And of course, there's a new story arc that has begun with this series that spins out of this series called House of Slaughter. Okay, I've heard some mixed reviews on this new storyline, but I have faith in it still. And this, of course, is still written by James Tynion. And it says here, from the world of Something is Killing the Children. Very good story, man. Very good story. And here's House of Slaughter continuing. This is issue number 2, I believe. Again, from Boom Studios. And if I have a comic book series of the year, of course, it would be this one. But I'm not doing any nominations this year since I'm so behind. Here's Berserker, written by Keanu Reeves. And he looks just like he did in the new Matrix movie, Matrix Resurrections, which I have to say I was very disappointed in. I'm just going to stick with the original Matrix trilogy. He also looks like John Wick. But this comic book series is very, very good. It's not for children. It's very violent. Keanu Reeves, Matt Kent, Ron Garney, and Bill Crabtree contributing. This is issue number 5, but I think issue number 6 is out by now. Gunslinger, from the Spawn universe, written, of course, by the infamous Todd McFarlane. This is issue number 1. And I have the action figure of this. I showed it in the previous video, and it's a beautiful figure to have. And I wish I would have had the comic book at the same time. All right. I think Gunslinger issue number 3 is out by now. And then also from DC Black Label, here's Refrigerator Full of Heads, which is a spin-off of the Talking Heads video from DC Comics. DC Black Label, I should say. And this is the next issue. One of my favorite comic book lines. Cool cover there. And that's it. But I'm again, I apologize. I don't have all my comic books because I was supposed to have, Devil's Reign, which is out, which is a new, series based off of the Daredevil. But unfortunately, I did not get that series